All right, this is currently the hottest, biggest, most controversial thread on the official Classic WoW Season of Discovery forums. And so this is the original post here. Obviously, you can read the title. Why are you allowing GDKPs in SoD? And obviously, GDKPs have been controversial over the last several years. Let's read what this guy has to say. This is the post that has sparked an immense amount of controversy. I see people advertising GDKPs and SoD already, and I can't stand how lax of a stance you take on this, Blizzard. It's sickening, he says. GDKP is the exact opposite intention of this version of the game. How often are you going to allow this in your game until you realize it ruins the game? Let me ask you this. Those of you that are in the live chat right now up above my head, I'm going to make a statement, and I want you to say yes or no to the statement. The statement is, GDKPs are a negative thing for Classic WoW. And I'm going to look at my live chat here. And wow, it is almost unanimous yes. I'm going to call this like 95-5. Almost the entire chat is saying yes. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there. Let's continue reading, but I wanted to get your opinion before this. You as a company have allowed this in various forms of the game for years. It has contributed to rabid gold purchasing just for people to run GDKPs in exchange for actual money. So this is my opinion on the GDKP dynamic. In a perfect universe where there is no gold buying, botting, gold selling, otherwise known as illegitimate gold transactions, I think GDKPs are totally fine. They're innovative gameplay. And I think they would be totally cool. It's all good. Because in this fantastical universe where there's no gold buying, gold selling, botting, all of the gold being exchanged in GDKPs would be authentically and legitimately farmed by actual real players. Okay? The problem is, we don't live in that universe. We live in the universe where Blizzard doesn't really ban gold buyers, doesn't really ban gold sellers, and doesn't do anywhere near an adequate enough job of banning bots. This game is riddled with gold buyers. Maybe you buy gold. This game is riddled with gold sellers. Maybe you sell gold. And this game is riddled with bots. Maybe you bot. I don't know. Like, let's not lie about the state of the game. Blizzard does not do a good enough job of shutting down this illicit gameplay. And this is where you get to the next point. If you're playing Classic WoW, let's talk about level 25 meta. Not even level 60 meta, though the point still stands for that. But let's talk level 25 meta. You don't really need a whole lot of gold. Pretty quickly, you run out of ways to even spend gold. Your respec costs 1 gold. Maybe you buy a couple pieces of gear on the auction house. You need to level up your professions. But seriously, like, you run out of needs for gold pretty quickly. You don't need a whole lot of gold to play this game successfully. So people might buy a little bit of gold to accomplish those things in the absence of GDKPs. But if you introduce GDKPs, now it's like you have given players a reason to buy gold perpetually always, because GDKPs offer a never-ending avenue with which to buy gold. And so yeah, you'll have some gold buying without let's say GDKPs don't exist. Yeah, some people are still going to buy gold. Yes, most certainly. But the amount of gold that you buy in the absence of GDKPs it pales in comparison to the amount of gold that people are incentivized to buy because GDKPs are in the game. So the big problem I have with GDKPs is that GDKPs offer a never-ending avenue with which to spend illicit gold, right? And that is the vicious cycle that we have right now. And so because that's the reality in which we live, I think GDKPs should be shut down. I think they should be. And we'll talk more about that later on, how I would do it, what I would do, because you're going to say, oh, how would they even shut down GDKPs? Let's get to that later, but let's keep on reading the post right now. If the intent of your design team is to always allow this, and the seemingly lackluster response to people that buy gold, it's insane to me that anyone would keep playing this after next phase, because that's all this will become, just another slightly different version of Classic WoW. So I will say, there's more than one way to raid. You don't have to raid in a GDKP. I have been personally pugging raids out of looking for group chat for the last 3 weeks. And like, I'm just pugging. And by the way, the raids have always gone well. I've never had a total catastrophic pug. I'm not making the pugs either. I'm just joining pugs out of general chat effectively, and it's gone well enough. The raid is pretty easy. You can be in a guild. You can do a guild run. But yeah, GDKPs are pretty popular already. They're very popular, and let's be real, gold buying is very popular also. Let's move on. I, for one, want you to take a stern stance on this on at least one version of your game. Please, for the love of anything you people have made and been part of over the last 20 years, can't possibly think this is good for your player base or product. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you've designed the game around this being the primary point of the game to sell the gear and gold people make in your game for real-life dollars. That is, in a world where Blizzard doesn't adequately ban gold buyers and gold sellers and botters, that is what it devolves down to. And also, I'll say, you guys know I really like farming gold. I like the economic aspect of MMORPGs. Some of my best, most exciting content on YouTube or on Twitch has been sort of gold farming guides or making gold, farming gold. I like that a lot. I'm not a gold buyer. I feel like, and maybe this is a me problem, maybe you don't feel the same way. I am demoralized when I go and farm gold because I know that everyone else buys gold. It's like, how am I going to have fun farming gold for 6 hours and tweaking my gold farming route and increasing my efficiency and, I can improve my run here, I can do this, I can increase my gold per hour if I do this and tweak and change it, when I know that everyone else just buys gold. I feel like a chump farming gold and trying to get better at farming gold, knowing that everyone else just buys it and they can accomplish. And by the way, also, not only do they buy it, but they generally, they almost never get banned for it. It does feel bad. It does feel like it undermines the effort that I am investing into the game. But maybe that's a me problem. Maybe you guys don't share that sentiment. I don't know. Chat, does that make sense to you guys? Yes or no? I feel like a chump loser if I'm farming gold in game when everyone else buys it. It's demoralizing. And I can imagine there's probably people that just look at the dynamic. They go on Twitter or YouTube and they see all the videos of millions of bots. They see all the streamers and the YouTubers talking about the bots and the gold selling, and maybe they play the game themselves, and you see all the bots in game and the gold buying and the nonstop GDKP spam in the general chat, and you say, I'm done. I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to quit. So keep in mind, how many people have quit this game as a result of the what I would call unregulated gold buying, gold selling, and botting, and I'll call it the RMT GDKP meta. That's a good term for it. How many people have quit the game as a result of the RMT GDKP meta? There's no way to know, I guess, but I would probably a lot. I don't know. It's demoralizing. Maybe it's your lackluster support system and staff not having the resources to deal with things. You'd figure a company with $74.28 billion, this guy did his math, would be able to piece together a full support staff and would be able to take a stern stance about people abusing parts of the game to gain real life money, as well as devalue the work. There you go. Devalue the work and time for people who actually put forth the effort to farm and have items in the game. So he feels kind of the same way I do. Why play any part of your game when you can pay someone to run through dungeons to max level, then pay someone to give you all the gear that drops every raid until you've got all the items that anyone could ever want? What value is there in that? There isn't anything except real life money. If you as a company feel the game should run like this, I can't understand why anyone would take time or effort to play this at all. Who cares about all the effort and time you and your friends took to get gear and beat content when JP Johnny spent $300 and got the same thing? If this is the stance the company takes, just add the WoW token to SoD already and end anything that this could be. This is okay. So this is a distinction. If I can define the term pay to win, what does pay to win mean? I think classic Wrath and retail World of Warcraft, these are versions of World of Warcraft that have the WoW token. I think those are explicitly pay to win. Blizzard has decided we are going to let people spend real life money to get gold in the game, and gold, by the way, can be spent on a never-ending amount of success. Imagine if you had infinite amount of gold in World of Warcraft, and you can have infinite amount of gold in World of Warcraft if you've got a lot of money in real life, if the WoW token is in the game. So Blizzard is saying it explicitly with the WoW token. If you have money in real life, you can buy gold in the game, and we're going to service that and facilitate that in game. And then with the gold you've purchased for your life money, you can buy whatever you want. You can buy a gladiator boost. You can buy rank 1 gladiator. You can buy high level mythic plus dungeon boosts. You can buy mythic raid carries. You can buy GDKP gear. You can buy dungeon boosting services if you don't want to level your characters ever again. So you can buy literally everything in this game for gold if you have infinite amount of gold, and WoW token opens the door for that. And then so that's the explicit gold buying. That's how I define gold buying. You look at a game like SoD or Classic Vanilla or Classic TBC that did not have WoW token. Personally, I do not categorize that as being explicitly pay to win, because you can still buy gold, but you're breaking the rules by doing so. That gold buying service is not offered to you. It's not facilitated by the developer of the game in the same way that it is if the WoW token is in the game. So yes, you still have gold buying, but it's not explicitly offered and facilitated by the game developer, by Blizzard. Now, the conversation gets a bit more nuanced, knowing that Blizzard doesn't really ban gold buyers. So it's like, well, what's the difference? Yeah, good point. What's the difference? If you're not banning anyone that's buying this illicit gold on third-party Chinese sites, then yeah, good point. What is the difference? Maybe there is no difference. If you as a company feel the game should run like this, I can't understand. Okay, so we read the final piece. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And this is a problem that as SoD goes on, if gold buying, gold selling, and botting is not really being tackled aggressively enough, and maybe it's not, this is a problem that's only going to become exacerbated as time goes on. It's a problem that's going to get worse. Right now, the game has been out for 6 weeks or 5 weeks or something. It's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So you get mad at people for doing GDKPs, but not Blizzard for not banning gold buyers and bots. I can't. I don't get mad at people for doing GDKPs. Of course not. Listen. To be very clear, I'm not mad at anyone for doing GDKPs. I'm mad at Blizzard for not shutting down GDKPs at this point. Why would I be mad at anyone for doing a GDKP in the game when GDKPs are allowed? You're not breaking any rules. That would be ridiculous. No, I'm mad at the facilitator of the game for not shutting down GDKPs. But given that they are not shut down, given that they are allowed, how could I be mad at anyone for doing them? No, don't get it twisted. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not hating on anyone that does GDKPs. They are allowed. What I'm mad is that I think they should not be allowed. And by the way, like at a basic level, I don't hate GDKPs. I just hate the unrestricted gold buying that is immensely exacerbated by the existence of GDKPs. If we lived in a different universe, like I said at the start of this video, if we lived in a different universe where Blizzard was able to precisely shut down gold buying, gold selling botting, and there was none or almost none gold buying, gold selling botting, then GDKPs wouldn't be that big of an issue. It wouldn't be that big a problem. But we don't live in that universe. We live in a universe where gold buying, gold selling botting is a huge problem, and Blizzard is not tackling it. And then the next question is, okay, well, stay safe. How does Blizzard shut down GDKPs? What do you do? How do you shut them down? I think it's actually much more simple than a lot of people would ever acknowledge, okay? If Blizzard were to put out a blue post and say, hey, blue post here, going forward, attending, facilitating, promoting, advertising, whatever, interacting with GDKPs in any single way, promoting, advertising, recruiting, selling, whatever, anything, being a part of GDKPs is now going to result in a permanent ban. It'll be a permanent ban if you do have anything to do with GDKPs. Guess what? Overnight, 90, 95, 99% of GDKPs would be shut down overnight. 100%, because people don't want to risk a perma ban for that, right? And this is something that can be very easily publicly policed, okay? Like if you are promoting for a GDKP, or if you're attending a GDKP, if you're raid logging a GDKP, it's not exactly secret, right? This is something that is existing in public. Now, yes, you might have 1% or 5% or 10% of GDKPs that still decide to continue. They're going to try to do it anyway, and they're going to migrate all of their GDKP services and discussions to secret Discord servers. Okay, well then you've shut down 90% of this illicit behavior. Okay, so you've shut down 90% of it, or 95% of it, or 99% of it. That's still better than where we are now. I would prefer that. And by the way, I would note here that GDKPs historically are always a little bit, they lend themselves, the nature of a GDKP lends themselves to drama pretty well. People beat each other up, they get mad, they whatever. All it takes is one person in the secret GDKP Discord server to rage out, to get mad, to have a meltdown, and that's an inevitability. That always happens. These are World of Warcraft players we're talking about. All it takes is one little spark of drama and one person in the secret GDKP Discord server to report everyone else. They say, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm reporting. This guy that bid me up in the GDKP, you're getting reported. And I've got the screenshots and I've got the logs and I've got screenshots of the Discord server. You're going down. And then the jig is up. And then it's over. All it takes is one rat, okay, in the secret Discord servers for GDKPs, and it's over. Right? And so seriously, and then also another component, streamers and YouTubers wouldn't be promoting or attending GDKPs anymore. It would completely shut down streamer promoted GDKPs, which is by the way, it's a huge part of GDKPs. Let's not lie to ourselves. One of the reasons GDKPs have been so popular over the last 3.5 or 4 years is because streamers have helped make them popular. Okay, well, if streamers can get banned for attending GDKPs on streams, which are public, thousands of people are watching, then they're not going to do it anymore. Okay, and so that huge promotional piece of GDKPs is now shut down. So I really think that shutting down GDKPs is the move. And if your argument is, oh well, even if they tried to shut them down, it wouldn't shut down all the GDKPs. Yeah, well, under that logic, murder shouldn't be illegal. Murder is illegal, but still some people murder each other. What does that mean, that murder should be illegal? No, obviously not. What a dumb argument. No, I'd rather have a 99% reduction in murder, right? I think it's worth pursuing. So in the same, I'd rather have a 99% reduction in GDKPs or 90%. Even if it only shut down 50% of GDKPs, this blue post that Blizzard could put out threatening permabans for GDKPs. Still, I think that's an improvement. Yeah, it's great. That's great, because right now GDKPs, they serve as a means with which to incentivize never-ending gold buying, and it's like the more people that want to buy gold, the more reason people have to bought and sell gold. That's the way the capitalistic cycle works. Let me show you something here on Google Trends. If you don't believe this is happening, I'm going to type in, this is Google Trends. It's an aggregate of YouTube and Google search traffic hosted by Google. I'm going to type in buy classic WoW gold. I wonder what trend, and so this is going to show us how many people are Googling buy classic WoW gold. And I'm going to make this worldwide, and I'm going to do past 12 months. All right. We are loading this here. That's weird. So starting around, this is, okay, hold up. When did SoD come out? November? Huh. Gold buying has been going up. I want to do, can I do last 5 years? Let me see. Dude, this is when Classic WoW came out. This is 2019. A lot of gold buying. Try, wow. Try SoD gold. Buy Season of Discovery gold. Let me do that. Oh boy. Oh my God. Yo. Zoom in. Let me do 90 days. Holy smokes. I'm Googling. It's got to load up. Load it up. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, you are comparing SoD not being out to SoD being out. And also, hold up. Wait a minute here. The only region that is looking to buy gold in SoD is the United States of America. Not any other country on this planet is looking to buy SoD gold. It's only the Americans. Seriously. Well, now I'm curious. Sell Season of Discovery. Sell Season of Discovery gold. Who's selling the gold? Let me take a look here. If I've got gold and I want to sell it. Okay, hold up. Let me broaden this to Classic WoW. Who's selling? Sell Classic WoW gold. Let's broaden this a little bit. Give me a country. Give me a name. Is our website lagging here or something's going on? Are we having trouble fishing our results? Once again, it is the United States of America. It's the American problem. It's us. It is only the Americans. Anyway, we got to shut it. Hey, listen, Americans are the most capitalistic people in the world. I guess that makes sense in that regard. Anyway, this is just funny information, but seriously, the point stands. The point stands. I really think at this point GDKPs should be taken out of the game. I really think so, and I think it would not be as challenging as people say it is. And I saw someone in chat say, if you ban GDKPs, then a ton of people are going to quit the game. You know what? If the only reason you are playing WoW is because you can spend real life money to buy gold and then attend GDKPs to buy gear to make yourself feel good, you know what? Then quit. Then quit. Who cares? Then maybe you're part of the problem. Then maybe you shouldn't be playing the game. Later, who cares? If the only reason you're playing this game is because you can RMT and buy gold and buy gear, then yeah, we got to get rid of you. Yeah, you're the exact type of person that's got to go. Later, goodbye. I look at this. GDKPs have over the last 4 years of Classic WoW, Vanilla, TBC, Classic Wrath, GDKPs have rotted out that game to the point where it's become unplayable. Does anyone here still play Classic Wrath? I know a lot of you guys don't. Guilds can't even recruit people to join their raid rosters anymore because people don't even want to be in traditional guilds. They just want to do GDKPs and buy gold. The gold buying GDKP meta is so profanely perversive that normal World of Warcraft gameplay is hard to find. It's wild. It's wild. Their sub is just as valuable to yours as the owner to Blizzard. Here's what I say, and you can disagree. I don't care. I think a game developer, a facilitator of a game like World of Warcraft, Blizzard in this case, I think they have an obligation to maintain the integrity of the game. And I think that if they are turning a blind eye to gold buying, gold selling, botting, they are objectively failing at maintaining the integrity of the game. That's how I feel. And I think as such, it is totally appropriate for players to be upset about it and complain about it. It is totally because my $14.99 that I pay a month for my monthly sub is devalued. Like my time investment that I'm paying for is devalued if other people are cheating. And if you're buying gold, you are cheating. That's how I feel. 100%. 100%. Anyway, let me know in the YouTube comments down below what you think about this. Let me know how we feel about the GDKP meta. Drop a YouTube comment, like the video, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. This is currently the hottest thread on the Classic WoW forums. It's worth talking about. Should Blizzard get rid of GDKPs and SoD? Should they try to shut down GDKPs and SoD? Let me know. By the way, I don't think they will. I think they should, but I'm not holding my breath. I really don't think they will, but I think they should. Anyway, thanks for watching. There it is.